Okay, now we'll come to multiple choice questions relating to Ind AS 37. So quickly you will reply. Let us see how much you have understood Ind AS 37. These are some advanced questions. So only if you have a very clear understanding of Ind AS 37, you will be able to answer. So let us start. First question. When can provision be recognized in accordance with Ind AS 37? So option A, when there is a legal obligation arising from a past obligating event, the probability of the outflow of resource is more than remote but less than probable, and a reliable estimate can be made of the amount of the obligation. So students are saying this is not the answer. We'll check later. When there is a present obligation as a result of past event, the outflow of resources is probable and a reliable estimate of the amount can be made. It seems to be okay. So I'll just put a circle here. So this is a possible candidate for our answer. When there is a possible obligation, so the moment you see possible obligation, it can't be provision. When management decides that it is essential that a provision be made for unforeseen circumstances, and keeping in mind this year the profits were enough but next year there may be losses. So this is creative accounting, not allowed. You are doing profit shifting here. So the candidate which is left is, what is the right answer? What is the right answer? B is the right answer. Question number 2. Amazon Inc. has been served a legal notice on 15 December 20x1 by the local Environmental Protection Agency to fit smoke filters in its factory on or before 30th June 20x2, before June 30th of the following year. The cost of fitting the smoke filter is $250,000. How should Amazon Inc. treat this in the financial statement for year ending 31st December 20x1? So option A is recognize a provision of 2,50,000 in the financial statement for the year ended 31st December. Recognize a provision of 1,25,000 in the financial statement for the year ended 31st December 20x1 because the other 50% of the estimated amount will be recognized in the next year in the financial statement. Point C, because Amazon can avoid the future expenditure by changing the method of operation and thus there is no present obligation for the future expenditure, no provision is required on 31st December. But as there is a possible obligation, this warrants disclosure in the footnotes to the financial statement for the year 31st December. And the last one, ignore. This for the purpose of the financial statement for the year ended 31st December and neither disclose nor provide the estimated amount. So what is your view? All the students are saying A is not right, B is not right, D not right. So what is the right answer? Oh, the color has changed. Very good. C is the right answer, tick mark. Third question. One more chance to show your skill. A competitor has sued an entity for unauthorized use of its patented technology. So the entity has been sued by the competitor. The amount that the entity may be required to pay to the competitor, if the competitor succeeds in the lawsuit, is determinable with reliability. And according to the legal counsel, it is less than probable. Less than probable means probability is less than 50%, but more than remote, not zero probability, that an outflow of resources would be needed to meet the obligation. The entity was sued at the year end, recognize a provision, make a disclosure of the possible obligation in the footnotes to the financial statement, means contingent liability, make no disclosure, no provision, and wait until the lawsuit is finally decided and then expense the amount paid on settlement. Set aside as an appropriation a contingency reserve. Oh my God. An amount based on best estimate of the possible liability. Did we discuss that we have to create a contingency reserve? No. So what is the right answer? B. The right answer is B. You will have to make a disclosure of the possible obligation in the footnote, that is in bracket contingent liability. Okay, one more last chance. Point number 4. A factory owned by XYZ was destroyed by fire. XYZ lost an insurance claim for the value of the factory building plant and an amount equal to 1 year's net profit. During the year, there was a number of meetings with the representative of the insurance company. Oh my God, picture. Okay. Finally, before year end, it was decided. So the insurance company has decided that XYZ would receive compensation for 90% of the claim. So those who have the notes, they can highlight, underline this line. There is a hint here. So it was agreed between the two parties that the insurance company would pay 90% of the claim. XYZ received a letter also, underline. This is more confirmation. Only telephonic confirmation is not enough, remember. But a letter received from insurance company is a virtual certainty that the settlement check for that amount had been made, but it was not received before year end. Mail has come first, email, check will come in due course. How should XYZ treat this in its financial statement? Disclose the contingent asset. True or false? False. Because now it is virtual certainty. But wait, there are some interesting options. Wait until next year, when the settlement check is actually received, and not recognize or disclose this receivable at all, since at year end it is a contingent asset. Wrong. See, because the settlement of the claim was conveyed by a letter from the insurance company that also stated that settlement check was in the mail for 90% of the claim, record 90% of the claim as receivable, as it is virtually certain that contingent asset will be received. So this seems to be a right answer. Just wait for one more option. Because the settlement of the claim was conveyed by letter from the insurance company that also stated that settlement check was in the mail for 90% of the claim, they are saying record 100% of the claim. Virtual certainty is only for 90%. As a receivable at year end, as it is virtually certain that contingent asset will be received, and adjust the 10% next year when the settlement check is actually received. This is creative accounting. So the correct answer is C. Yes, C is the right answer. Understood? So these were some important MCQs, and you can expect similar MCQs in the exam. So thank you very much. See you. Bye-bye.